All right. Excuse me. Let's get rolling. So, 1 second. The last time we got my gun back from a crazy old lady. Pigs. What else did we do? We got the Hardys to admit that there's a lot more going on. There's another woman that we need to find besides Klaasje. Oh, and we talked to the Crabman in the church more. And there's an old lady in here as well. Let's see. We'll find the Sunday friend. That's weird. Did we not get this information last time? Oh, or is that in the part that we lost because I had to replay a whole bunch? Oh, actually, 1 sec. Let's see. Oop. 1 second. Cool. I'm back. Okay, so we have to go back to Kim's car then to call Alice up. We have to go talk to the Sunday friend. What else do we have to do? Those are both over in the same area. Okay, we'll do this before we go over there. Oh no, go back to Klaasje. Okay. So we have a bunch of stuff to do over back near the Whirling. Let's see, where are my raiders at?
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Yeah, let's talk about the church.
Yes? What's the deal?
I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
Yeah, she said you guys weren't honest.
Come on, man. Who will you trust? A spooky programmer or us? We just want to make the world a better place.
Feel the love! Get down and feel it!
Indeed. I love his portrait.
A half-hearted sell of something which does not seem worth buying.
I'm kind of feeling it.
You'll get there, believe me. When we've got our gear set up, things will be flowing and pumping. Anyway, now that it's settled, how did she seem? I mean, disposition-wise. About the dance club idea. Ja oder nein? Rocking it or dropping it?
Ja oder nein? Yeah, she wasn't a fan of the idea.
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all!
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
I do not.
Unity! Dance!
Yeah, she needs to finish her project.
And you can't just evict her?
No, I'm not going to evict her.
Look at you, honour man!
Yeah, I'm a police officer.
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
One second.
The lines in the dark exist! Coexist!
Coexist?
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Crabman, an advanced being. You guys didn't even want Crabman in the building.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
Yeah, she gets down. I mean, who doesn't? Just listen to that crazy pulse.
Wonderful! If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw her out, but I'll try convincing her.
Excellent! Good luck, my friend.
Yeah, what about this tent and all this equipment you have?
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
Ooh, it's distilled water.
Oh. It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
Okay.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
Yeah, what's the engine starting fluid for?
It's for starting engines, man.
Well, duh. What engines do you have?
What's with the goddamn Romangarod earrings? It's cold. The fluid's for the generator.
Keep on it, sire.
Has an extra high ether content working for you? Sure, let's say it.
I guess it does.
You're not completely satisfied yet.
Super. What is ethyl ether anyway?
No idea, man.
Did you know ethyl ether is used as a light anesthetic and a solvent and an explosive and for manufacturing amphetamine?
It's called the Nosefed.
The what now?
Well, that Nosefed Ultra you have in the corner.
Oh, the old Ultra.
He's like an actor looking to the souffleur for his line.
The souffleur? What the hell's that? I feel like it looks like someone who makes a souffle, but clearly from the context that's not the case.
I have a major sinus infection.
And I guess I'd
nose.
only have
We all
one
do.
F. but-
Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
You sound fine to me.
Yes, that's all Nosefed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosefed is the shit.
Okay. Good.
Yes. What?
It's real smelly in here.
It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
It smells like laundry detergent.
He sniffs the air, then shrugs. It doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess it's drug-related. They look and act like the kind of guys who've done their fair share.
So are they not trying to set up a nightclub or A nightclub? Or they're trying to set up a drug lab?
However, their breathing is regular, their jaws stay put, and their pupils aren't dilated. So, not under the influence right now. At least, not under the influence of stimulants. That doesn't rule out hallucinogens, benzos, some depressants. How do you know all this?
I don't know, Encyclopedia. No idea. Enough of this.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Let's increase our logic
Goodbye,
a bit.
officer.
What do we dress in when we want to feel logical? We definitely put on that nicer shirt. Put on our weirdo glasses. Really, a straw hat increases our logic. Oh, but our current hat, big time logic. Okay, I think this is our most logical outfit possible. Let's go for it.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Let me analyze the situation.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Gather around, kids.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective.
But you still are.
I was good enough in this job to be awarded the rank of Lieutenant Euphrator, double Euphrator, in fact. I could have been a captain. Imagine that.
What happened?
Disco happened.
I've been trying to say we need the next step in dance music to happen fast.
Shut it.
What? I have. I've said that.
Thank you. Okay. Now, obviously, that might as well have been 1,000 years ago, but there's still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent.
Yeah, your answer about the stuff Suna brought out, very unconvincing.
Fuck, man. It's difficult to get along with some people, but we're trying to make an effort. We are on a mission here.
This is not the makings for a club, it's the makings for a laboratory full of manufacturing drugs equipment.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
Clearly, we can't be making drugs. We have speakers.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Yeah, where's his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker, dimwit.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
Hey, you have no headphones in here either.
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
I know you pawned them. Do I know that? Oh yeah, Sal told us that.
I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
What about that nose of Fed?
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine. Almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so does pseudoephedrine.
Not distilled water. Need that for a nice clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
Come on.
No shit.
Hey, you tried to use a police detective to set up your drug lab?
That's... Come on, that's...
Preposterous?
I meant to say, not true.
That's what we were gonna do with you.
What do you mean, do?
Pull out your gun, summary execution. Oh man, I would love to do this, but it's a red check. There's no way I'm pulling that off. Yeah, tell me what's really going on, we'll work from there.
What do you mean by lenient?
We'll see.
He thinks for a moment, then opens his mouth, but closes it again. Then finally raises his hands.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not going to turn the church into the wickedest club in East Revershall.
Because we are! We totally are!
We just got to turn it into a speed lab first.
Why?
You know, to get our foot in the door.
Sure. Why do you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
Wait, so they weren't here a month ago? The Crab Man has only been there for a month? Yeah, and they're very spooky.
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
But the sign was way off too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
I am lenient.
This is it. Judgment time.
I could arrest them, evict them, ask for a bribe. We could just try and set up the nightclub without the drugs.
Yeah!
Egghead seems in favor.
I knew it. It's impossible now.
Is it really?
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for Nordic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance.
What's that about a fish?
There needs to be a club for Nordic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time.
It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. Sure. We need to get a club in there.
We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
Sure.
Okay, we'll try to do it without the drugs. We'll do a straight club
If you
up
say
there,
so.
spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but. I swear to God. Okay, Egg?
From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
Hardcore.
Goodbye, officer.
Sucked annoyed again.
I see you're here again. Offside, man. Did I mention getting us into the church would help?
Yeah. So wait, how do I get them in the church now? Because Suna still hates their music. Okay, let's go convince her somehow. Hey, that music you hate? You really want a nightclub bird in here, right? Maybe we can just threaten to evict her if she doesn't. Oh, let's put on our regular police outfit. We don't need to have our logic outfit equipped. Yeah, that looks right. Hello, miss.
Yes, what is it?
That 2mm hole. Oh yeah, do we have any of
The swallow, you mean? What about it?
I guess we don't.
Great. Thanks.
Yeah, can you coexist with Andre?
I don't want to make anything work.
You don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want good.
Okay, now we need a suggestive outfit. I need to better organize the stuff in my inventory. I mean, that looked like a white check, so I could always just increase my skills and try again. Yeah, that's all I have to do.
Yes, what is it?
Hey, come on. You know you want to work with the nightclub.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Oh no, so then do we have to help her with her research?
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
If I help you finish, though, then you won't have to live in a church next to the nightclub.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
I think that the offsite copy is the one in the fridge, but let's show her the production schedule.
No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need it.
Very well.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
That's true, Ken.
Okay, but still,
Yeah, what is the offsite copy?
it's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
How is the backup of your former employer's game going to help you with the swallow, though?
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
Sure.
Hold on. If it's called an off-site copy, then why is it still on-site?
That's true.
Oh god, not this again. It is not on-site. It is in the basement. Perfectly safe and not connected to the front at all.
You'd call it an offline copy and an off-site copy.
Basement? Sounds like it's technically still on-site.
It does, doesn't it?
And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have protected it from the data loss. There's nothing wrong with keeping the backup in the basement. What happened was a freak accident that has nothing to do with how the backup was stored.
Still not an off-site copy, though.
We clear?
Sure.
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
Yeah, where's...
There's this giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. It's there. Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. It's hideous.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying,
Yeah, it's moved into the, we know where it was moved to, but sure.
Wait, A note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
Yeah, the ice cream maker. Suave.
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Suliswov Jawiza.
Suave.
God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep. And the Valley of the Heads.
Valley of the Heads.
Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous.
Sure.
And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you?
I
Thanks.
can't. I need a really powerful pry bar.
Valley of 1,000 Heads. You like the sound of that.
Yeah, the ice cream maker is completely frozen over.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or...
I did
don't know.
unplug it.
I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
Alright. By the way, we put a dead body in that fridge.
Wait, what? Whose dead body?
You know.
You know, we don't actually have to tell the entire world about the fridge.
Fine, Kim.
Whose body is it?
Don't worry. I put it there. Temporarily. It's all part of an official police investigation.
You put it there? You put a dead body inside the ice bear fridge.
Just wanted to let you know.
Okay. Very cool. Thanks for keeping me in the loop.
You're welcome.
We would appreciate it if you kept this knowledge to yourself, miss.
Who would I tell? My mother? I don't have anyone to tell. And if I did, I wouldn't. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll go look for the copy.
Thanks.
Thank you, a pry
And
bar.
here's my Kvalsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund.
The
Sweet.
legendary Kvalsund multi-tool. This is Prybar version 2.0 for professionals like you.
Dang right. Oh my god, it's enormous. That's the pry bar? I was expecting just like a slightly chunkier crowbar thing. Instead, it's like an enormous bottle opener. That's amazing. We will open everything now. Epico. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff to do in that same area, so we'll go ahead and do everything near the whirling. So can we fast travel from here? Oh, what are you guys doing? Who are you?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Excuse me, this is our vehicle.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
Better watch out or I'll open you up with this pry bar.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Skulls. Now there's a strong organizational title.
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls. Yet.
Okay then. Let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
You know Cindy the Skull.
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
Sure.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Usually. Yeah, are you into modern dance music?
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Well, thank goodness. Then you'd be a pedophile.
Be wary of the abyss.
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
Excuse me, what? I just want to talk about music.
That's right. You should back off and let silence rule supreme.
This is ridiculous. Boys, do you know why the gang is called Skulls?
Yeah. The skull symbolizes the embrace of death and nothingness, present in all of us. The vehicle of our future operations. Death and nothingness.
They're called Skulls because when you are shot dead in the middle of the street, the skull is the only part the stray dogs want to eat.
Just trust me and follow my lead.
Yeah, so boys, you want to feed those dogs?
No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable.
Indeed.
The other one shuffles uncomfortably, nevertheless continuing to steal glances at the lieutenant's motor carriage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what do you know about the murder?
Murder?
Yeah, there was a murder.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Thanks.
Also, he was hanged. He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Ah, this sounds like epistemology. A field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
Yeah, I'm done with you two.
Sure. Understandable.
I'm worried about your car, Kim. I'm worried that if they try and jack that car, Kim's gonna go on a rampage. Well, now we have the Mega Super Pry Bar. Let's get that filament. Hello? I don't need my flashlight out, do I?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
I got a +1 for having my die? Okay, physical instrument. Let's try and get our physical instrument a little bit higher. What if I have both pry bars equipped? Maybe that'll do it. Physical instrument. Yeah, we'll wear that. I think our current gloves are no interfacing. I think we have gloves that give physical instrument. I wish you just saw this tank top. The Man from Heimdall shirt is way better. Physical, nothing. Come on. I guess we didn't have gloves that increase physical instrument. Why did I think that we did?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melts.
Let's increase our physical instrument. We have enough skill points. Well, ooh, we can't increase it again though. Maybe,
This orange
Let's just
machine
try.
is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it. Ice squeaks beneath your Kvalsund multi-tool, but your fingers slip away from the tool. The lid shutters tightly as before, and it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do other than wait for it to defrost or bulk up and get stronger.
Oh, we could wait. I don't want to wait though. I don't want to wait.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Let's try again.
Ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Kvalsund multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side.
Heck yeah.
Disappointment washes over you as you stare into the almost empty ice cream maker.
No ice cream.
A scoop of ice cream would have been nice, yes.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen Kilde as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
Oh, you can't tempt me like that, interfacing. Crap, we're saving. And we're going to go do something stupid. I actually want to know what's on the production schedule as well.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. The speaker comes to
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Yeah, it is.
Good. Please repeat the password. Good. I've unlocked the production schedule. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Really?
Filament.
She just used the same password?
Yeah, I'm disappointed
Fortress
as well.
accident is the thank you and goodbye.
tiles on the cube with a quiet determination. The printer starts printing, a piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface.
Read it.
It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
Let's read about the workforce.
Fortress Accident employed 18 people, the bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations. But on the other hand, their obligations were piling up at an inhumane rate, a rate that could only be amended by Pyrrolidon.
I wonder if he talked like the pawn shop owner.
Why did Fortress Accident have so many concept artists?
That's true.
It didn't. No, definitely not. A few more producers could have come in handy though, especially when dealing with writers, some of whom routinely skipped work because of mental health issues and extremely unprofessional sleep schedules. One of them even managed to steal some valuable company property before skipping town for good.
Interesting.
In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Riyal, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Riyal, with only half of the game finished. 400,000 Riyal? Yo. These guys knew how to party.
Yo mayo.
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor. The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy. Not the concept artists. It wasn't even the writers. With their panic attacks and 3-hour lunches, it was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million Riyal game with 400,000 in their bank account.
Jeez.
They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination. They couldn't.
I could have.
No, you couldn't have.
Oh.
Definitely not. Not a chance. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
What is it?
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Suliswaf Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
What?
The world had never seen their kind before, and might never again.
How many heads?
So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
What?
Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
No, that's not.
Good call. It's more than the number of atoms in the observable universe. Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
Yeah, that must be what Suna's trying to research.
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Igaunian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front, just as the Wirral Untethered project was being compiled that day.
Oh man, that sucks.
When the project was returned, it was completely blank. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
Yeah, wasn't there a backup? There's not the offsite backup that we have.
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the offsite copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the offsite copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
What does it say?
S. Lukanen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
So it wasn't off-site because the programmer was sleeping in the basement. That seems pretty reasonable.
The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
Let's read them.
4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez, all of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye. Saint-Brun 1147?
Yeah, it's the church.
That's what the street sign next to the church said. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. The filament slides out of its...
Let's save again, and then we will try and read the offsite copy here before taking it back. And hopefully we don't destroy it.
Tiles on the cube are like a smooth draw. The filaments, the speaker comes to life.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian repeater station 1. Please repeat. Is this the offsite copy?
Indeed.
Good. Please repeat the password. No, that's not it.
Oh, she's a
Maybe
different password.
it's the second part of the leitmotif you saw on the stained glass window.
It's a good thought conceptualization. Thank you.
Good. I've unlocked the offsite copy. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Filament.
Ka-ching.
Fortress accident. Thank you and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are... It sounds like something cracks before the piece of paper starts filling up with pure black ink. Something's broken. Machines aren't supposed to behave like this. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Uh-oh. Well, let's take it back to the church real quick, and we'll come back and do the other stuff near the whirling. I want to see if we've accidentally destroyed this. I guess I don't need my flashlight out here. What's that?
Yes, what is it?
I have the offsite copy.
Yes? Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What now?
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
Yeah, let's find out.
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out. This is wrong. Machines shouldn't behave like that.
Indeed.
It's the abyss staring back at you.
Now what?
Sorna doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
Still not sure it's a good idea tinkering with the unknown.
Shh. Just give me a second. I'm almost...
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Yeah, she's typing like 5 inches above her keyboard.
Done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
Yeah, it's right up here in the roof, right? So where is it?
There. In the swallow.
Well, yeah, we kind of knew that.
Think you can help me again?
Sure.
I need you to go move those water bolts for me. I need to double-check my calculations.
Sure.
What an interesting proposition. Truly a task for the intellectuals. Solving the puzzle of water bowls.
Sure.
Figure it out? No. I don't need you to figure anything out. I've got a computer for that. Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Third bowl to the left, fourth bowl to the right.
What? She only wants you to follow instructions. Nothing intellectually stimulating. In this task, a child could do it.
Probably.
Yes, but you like moving things around. Moving things around is calming.
Sure.
Thanks.
Let's go move these bowls. Wait, so the third bowl and the fourth bowl, but starting from where?
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor. Oh boy, this is going to be good.
Alright, let's move the third bowl.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. This task is an insult to your mental skills.
Maybe.
Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall. Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place after all.
Sure. Well, how about now? Are they in the right position?
Yes, what is it?
I have moved your bowls. It was very simple.
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
Let's get this party started.
Yeah, let's do it. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Yeah, why were they on mute?
Honestly, I'm a little scared. I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything.
It'll be your game.
I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
Okay, yeah. Question's good.
Maybe I'm just tired.
Let's think about this logically. Why would nothing be terrifying if it's, well, nothing?
Isn't the nothing a big, huge wolf thing? Yeah, why assume that it has to be terrifying?
Because it reminds us of death. And we humans tend to think that death is pretty scary.
Maybe.
Death is scary. You can't just start over again. Or can you?
Yeah, let's face it.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
The lieutenant takes a step back.
Very wise.
And then, nothing. Nothing happens as Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus. One hand cupping the headphone.
Well,
Damn it.
well, at least we're all still fine.
Yeah. Nothing happened. Let's move on. No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can
I'll
hear
try.
anything. But don't get your hopes up.
This can't be it. You should have a listen.
Perception. We can get our perception up a little bit higher. Actually, heck, can we put more points into it? Bam. Do we have our clothes increase perception? I think we're wearing some clothing that actually decreases perception. Oh. These? Oh, these are -1 perception as well. Surely we have glasses that increase our perception. I feel like that's the whole point of glasses. But I guess not. I mean, a different hat. I'm sure we'll wear this for now. Does that have to lower our perception? No. If we still had that frog hat, I think that increased our perception. We shouldn't have given it to that girl. Oh well.
Yes, what is it?
Let's try this.
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes.
What does it all mean?
It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air.
Alright.
What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
Oh, what if we need a better sound system? Maybe that's why those speakers I can go get.
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
They could help, though.
You mean the speed freaks?
Yeah.
Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
If you let them have a nightclub here.
I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Sweet.
Sure. Let me know how it goes.
I would think that having a hole that swallows all sound inside the building would make it kind of not an ideal place for a nightclub. I don't know, just my 2 cents. Where's the door? Let's try and sell some stuff, get some money. There are those speakers that we can go purchase, but I think that's 50 real. and I just don't have that much. So we'll sell some equipment that we don't need. Let me put my real clothing on. Okay, we're looking dapper again. Trouble here. Yeah, let's talk to this guy. There's still 50
The
bucks?
speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them.
No way, officer! These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
I want the speakers, though.
Well, if you want them... But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for a little extra. 50 cents?
Damn, so you have to buy the sneakers first.
Yeah, it's not happening. Let's go pawn some stuff. What time of the day is it? It's still pretty early, I hope. Yeah, 10:45.
Hello, hello. Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Oh, I can't sell clothing. I get $10 for the production schedule. What is the blue medicinal spirit for? I wonder. Blue medicinal spirit. Can I sell clothing?
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. And certainly not expensive armor that's liable to bring mercenaries to my doorstep.
Dang.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
So I don't think we can get up to 50 right now. Even if I sold everything, I don't think that we could.
Another time, perhaps.
And we probably shouldn't sell everything. Oh well, guess we'll have to go beg those disco kids for their speaker. Oh yeah, we have to call up Alice.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes. It took some convincing, but I got the...
The lieutenant leans in to listen.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Note.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Kortenaer. That's E-L-L-I-S Kortenaer.
I might just have to
Exact date
skip
of
through
birth,
this.
unknown. He was
So-
signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February 09.
Because we did go through this line of dialogue yesterday before I had to reload save, I'm just going to speed run through this.
He was found as a new... This is what... Then the armor followed him. It's a...
It is. Thank you, Alice.
None, officer. Sorry.
Even that.
No problem, Lieutenant.
A name.
Sometimes police work is about human dignity, about giving back names to anonymous victims.
I'm glad the inquiry was 57.
In the cabin, you see.
Okay. So we'll go talk to Klaasje. And we have to meet the Sunday friend again. Set up our committee for whatever purpose. Hello, sir.
Hi again, Gendarme.
I need to talk with your Sunday friend.
Oh, a committee. How interesting.
Isn't it?
And if I may ask, Gendarme, what is this committee about?
He's all bemused skepticism. He doesn't actually care what you want with his friend.
It's about assigning the responsibility.
God, of course it is. My friend is always trying to convince me I need a little more responsibility. As though I don't have enough going on already. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about everything, you see.
Yeah, okay.
He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast.
Oh, we know where.
In an unofficial capacity, of course. I guess you will. Bye-bye,
Sure.
Gendarme.
Oh, what are you guys still doing here?
Again? I can't believe this shit. Okay, why not? Let's do the whole thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time. You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the... Okay, I don't know. Oh my god, there's more.
I guess you don't have any news to tell me. Hopefully Klaasje is awake. It's too bad we never get to see into Kim's room. I don't know how tidy he is. Well,
It's always good to see you.
nice room.
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
Where's that door lead?
I have no idea, officer. Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Oh, let's get our volition up. Where's volition? Hello. We have clothing for that. I'm so sad that we can't sell clothing. And that actually might be enough to do it right there. Yeah, let's see. Let's
It's
just try.
always good to see you.
Look her in the eye.
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you. You know these guys?
Who?
Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too. Me?
Logic and
what
drama.
What did I do? I'm merely a master thespian. These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info. You can't trust them anymore.
What? My logic and drama have been compromised? Oh my god.
Believe it.
Which ones exactly are affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume. All of them.
Including you, Volition.
Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory. Truth. Softness. Protect her. She wants you.
Oh no. All of my split personalities are simps. I'm not allowed to say that word on Twitch, right? Oops. Let's see. How'd this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety.
Can't do anything about it?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do. No. It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
So is she actively lying to me, or am I just lying to myself about her?
Yes. Mr. Thespian here has been singing paeans to how truthful she is. She is a lady, most fair and just. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies. That is correct. And omissions too.
No, I can't trust that guy.
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair.
Are you sure?
But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her.
Can't trust any of them ever again.
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with her. A light green speck and imperfection on the outer rim of her right iris. It sparkles.
What is her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate, probably compromised.
Okay. I will keep this all in mind.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
That's still a long time to be staring into her eyes. Yeah, that's not saying anything.
For a second, her face disappears from your cornea. Only a silvery negative remains. Still smiling, a tired smile.
Yeah, the Hardy saw us what really happened.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You lied to us, miss. You sent us on a runaround.
I know. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. For all of this, for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying.
Dang it.
Why did you waste our time then?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
That's not a good reason.
You're right. There's more.
Tell me.
You answer to the coalition government. and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, grey and pale violet in the morning light.
What is beyond the water?
The pale, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Aranye, the old, old world.
What's our involvement with the moral intern got to do with it?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
Well, what did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir.
Not arrest
File
you?
my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill. Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Fucked. People after her? Moral intern people? This isn't Orionese lit.
Indeed.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard. Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, what actually happened?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Get more specific.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open, dumb. I could see. I could.
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me.
Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Gonna need more details.
She looks down with a wince. Her cigarette has singed her fingers. She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
As you do.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Yes, we know that.
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Yeah, let's bring it up.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset.
No.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
What happened after you ran down?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
Okay.
The leader? Of what?
Of the Hardys.
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Sure.
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
That's true.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Okay, then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
Do you know where she is now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot. It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Klaasje.
Yeah, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Yeah, I'll keep it in mind. Did you kill Lely?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this.
Just have to ask. Standard police procedure.
He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs. He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition.
That's true.
Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Did he have a weapon?
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor. I don't know. His friends have rifles. Maybe those psychos did it? Coalition military have rifles. I'm not a munitions expert, and I did not shoot him.
She might have been a tad disingenuous when she avoided talking about the bullet in his head before. Look who's waking up from 1,000 years of sleep.
She had lied to us before. Let's... I don't want to keep on pressing her, but... let's do it.
I've said I'm sorry. What more do you want me to say? I did my best not to lie. It didn't always work.
Yeah, you sure it wasn't maybe just the drugs?
What does that mean?
Do drugs make you aggressive?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other.
Sometimes they do.
They take them to feel okay with each other. I thought you Ravishal people would be more enlightened on this. I'm sorry, officer. I'm under some stress here.
Okay.
Like what?
When was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this.
Ooh.
Reconstruct the scene. It's right there. Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
Sure, I'll do that. Yeah, why are there people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishal, or even in Oranje.
Where is it illegal?
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lewsdoen County Savings Bank.
Oh, okay.
They sound small, but they're part of the Lewscop conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lewscop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Laws cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Papalolo?
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
That's a lot of crap you're in.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
Okay. Yeah, could the people after you, could Papalolo have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
But maybe it did.
I just don't know. I don't know anything.
We can't go after Lewscap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
Indeed.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Okay, we're done for now, I think.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here?
Are we?
Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody.
I don't think it'll go over well if we arrest
No,
her.
that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
Let's wake him up.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either.
That's true.
Why would she? Arrest her immediately, before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it.
It's like
no
I have to
rush.
check who just sent me Slack. Potentially ignore it. let's see. Am I ignoring? Oh, what was that message? Okay, I will have to maybe get off a little bit early.
See?
Yeah, I don't think she did call.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
She stands before you, holding her back very straight.
Yeah, I don't think you gave us your real name.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's not.
I knew it.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
What is your real name?
It's Titus and Klaasje.
Okay, I'm not gonna log it.
It's a Grad name, Jimsk or Yugo Grad in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music infused alcoholism.
Sure.
It also makes Klaasje almost an alacronym for Katarzyna Elysium.
Alacronym.
I haven't said it aloud in such a long time. That name.
She's filling dead air. Can't stand the silence.
Oh, hey, Delta. Yeah, thanks for the lurk.
She nods, her back
I don't know
straight,
how we're gonna break
ready
this
for whatever
lady.
is next.
Should we arrest her? Kim, what do you think?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
I'm very curious about this number 2 option here. We probably shouldn't. Let's not arrest her.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
Okay. Let's try and reconstruct this window scene.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Let's reconstruct the scene.
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are 2 neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
Oh, okay. So bullets could have come from these 3 spots. Over near the fish market. Over up here at this what was that? I don't know. We went and investigated though. It looked like someone had been living there at some point. And this island that we haven't even been to.
A 2-hearted spider. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain, ending him.
Let's go look at those 2 points as soon as we can.
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Let's inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Okay.
72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belmagrave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them 1 shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Yeah, is there any reason that it isn't A prime?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Well, I mean, we do know that the gunshot wasn't very loud, so...
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Do it.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
Sure.
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective.
Land's
There may
End.
be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on. 700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot. provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Okay.
1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent.
But probably
No,
not.
too far-fetched. 1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer.
Maybe we should look in the viewer again.
The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Let's ask him.
From where, precisely? I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one.
Well, the two we can access at least.
It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
Sure. So is that where we're going right now? Oh, we'll talk to Titus about Ruby. We have to go tell the Ravers they can move in. And the Sunday Friends should be over near the boardwalk as well. Oh, oops. Titus?
It's you again. What is it?
What is it? I need to speak to Ruby.
Why?
Yes, Civil War's brewing. I want to prevent that.
Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you pick Ruby.
That's not what's happening.
Not on my watch, you won't.
Oh, come on, dude.
Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
And I didn't even say she was a suspect.
That's nothing.
I don't think.
That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Indeed.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush, right behind the window, behind Titus's back.
Let's just try it.
A sudden flash of light in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion. all channeled into a single thought.
Yeah, are you really so sure Ruby didn't kill him?
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
We're not trying to put anyone
She
away.
was here
yet.
all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go to the toilet?
No.
That's a lie.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop.
Cop.
And just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
He's been through it. That means he's suspected her too. All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
Have you noticed the winch? Ooh.
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying she reeled herself up by her collar, like some kind of...
Kidding?
Yes, like
Let's
a
go
kid.
with that. Point is, it's just a rusty winch. It doesn't put her on the roof.
What about that door that leads to the roof?
Nah, the only way up there is through Klaasje's room.
How much do you guys know about this place?
We've only been drinking here for what? 6 years? How much do we know?
Been thinking of getting wilding in racks. That is on my ass, boss.
That's kind of weird.
There you go. Tatted on his ass. We know the place.
Yeah, there's a locked door on the kitchen and a locked door on the roof.
No, but that doesn't prove anything.
It's just 2 dolls. We're not giving you Ruby for that. She's one of us.
What if they're connected by the winch, Eugene? That is your name, right, Eugene? If they're connected, she could have gone to the kitchen, gone up, shot him on the roof, then come down. All in 5 minutes. How about that?
Yeah, how about it?
Yes, she could have. This is one long shot. Tell you one thing, I liked how that goddamn winch came up again. That was nifty.
Heck yeah, it was. So she could have done it.
Firmly. Try shit on a stick. All you've established is a possible route to the roof that you haven't found.
That's true.
And even then, a route doesn't put that bullet in the Burke's head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun.
Sure.
Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
Okay.
But what if you miss interesting information that way? The choice is ultimately yours. But...
Yeah, show him my rifle.
That looks antique. A Bell McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
In a cellar.
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
I don't know, man.
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
And she could have smuggled guns too, right?
God damn.
Maybe.
That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
I've only brought it up once before. Come on, man.
Trouble. This is Revachol. Even the roidheads in the gym had a carbine. No one has trouble getting a gun. I still never saw her carry one.
Fair enough.
He must be referencing some past case of theirs. He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory.
It was jacketed. This doesn't sound like it will be super helpful. I mean, if we're going with it was an antique.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those.
That's true.
This goes against your everyone has a gun theory. If it was military grade, how'd
This old
Ruby
antique rifle, though.
get it?
It doesn't go against
You
it.
just showed him a breech loading.
Exactly. I just showed you.
A broken old broomstick is what you showed me. But point taken.
Heck yeah.
Time to really close the deal. Show them the bullet.
Let's do
The
it.
blonde man looks at the mushroomed Deathbringer in the evidence bag and says,
Yeah, the bitch is jacketed all right. 4mm too.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, goddamn. It's not proof, but it's a possible murder weapon. Close to her. Too damn close.
Come on, spill the beans, Titus.
You have been thorough. I'll give you that. All right. Keep
All right.
talking. I'm getting a bit curious about some things myself.
Yeah, you're not that bad, Titus.
T, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
I don't know, man.
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
Yeah, why did she organize the cover-up?
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
Could have been covering up for herself.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Klaasje wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Sure thing, Eugene.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Oh, boy. Let's go with Shanky.
I didn't do it, fucker. It wasn't my plan.
But if it was.
You probably did, though.
It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him, cut down.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to go down with your buddies, or...?
Fuck you, man. I would never fuck my guys over like that.
He thought he was gonna cry.
She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Yeah, man, it's part of a leadership challenge.
There's no fucking leadership challenge. Just when I thought you were taking this
come
seriously,
on.
cop, you put your head in your ass.
Damn it.
Man, now he's just throwing shit against the wall to see what sticks.
That's true.
Okay. We ruled out infighting. That's how this works, by exclusion. Remember, all we need to do is rule Ruby out too. That's all this is.
Silence.
Come
He
on.
looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod, and a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about, ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why do you emphasize that? Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right.
Oh.
By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
Do you have any clues?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
What's she doing with the ULAN frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea.
Maybe Fat Angus
Boys.
knows.
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
A pale emitter?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing ULAN frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
Okay, that was helpful, Angus.
This guy barely understands what he's talking
It's still
about.
helpful.
There you have it. Pale something.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
The RCM.
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
I'm just a normal cop, though.
Sure. Normal.
Perfectly normal.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
Did she tell you anything else about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
I won't stop till this case is solved.
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener.
That's me.
That you play suspects against each other. Open them up. Like cans.
And then when they're all empty, just move on. Onto the next can. Don't look back unless there was something you missed.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
I just can't open you, baby.
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it. Whack him. Or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Yeah.
Silence. He nods.
Anything else?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This cop, Titus. This cop, he... But she was too scared.
Is she my ex-wife? I'm sure not, but...
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Alright.
Who's doing this looking? They're all here.
Yeah, that's true. Who's been looking?
Lizzie needed some air.
Oh, that's why she was walking down the coast.
No one goes to tell Everard anything. He knows what he has to know. Fast.
Sure.
It's called a radio, you believe. The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
My idea is where I should start looking.
Sure. There are some shit houses there. A cinder block town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
Is that the shack I'm crashing in?
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
I'm guessing red hair.
Boyish. Hair's red.
Yep.
Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
A Lowry man.
It'll have to.
Yeah, sure.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished
Glad we're
granite.
friends.
Not just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
Should be a cop, Titus.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks, then turns back to his men.
Interesting. Well, I think I'm going to have to save and probably stop early. I got a ping from work to go collect some data for an audit, so... fun. I put that off for about as long as I probably can get away with before I start getting, I don't know, phone calls from my manager.
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That Ruby of yours?
Sure.
Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Klaasje. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end. Anything strike you a bit off about this mishmash?
Yeah, no one has mentioned hearing a
Notice
shot.
how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you. Good point. It is rather rare these days, but do continue.
Bullets and antique.
True. Strange how you conducted the whole advanced ballistics analysis and then hand-waved it. Absolutely. It could have come from anywhere, but you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof behind the window. That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now, you know that. Free as a bird on that roof, lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me?
Yep.
Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her further.
Yeah, I don't think we will get anything from harassing her further, so... let's give it a save. And yeah, sorry, I have to cut it a little bit early. And later on, I probably won't be back on because I'm going to play some Dead by Daylight with some friends. See you later.